Hi, Tristen.
Hi, Virginia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Definitely adjusting to how things are new normal.
Yes,
Yeah,
as we all are.
right. It's very interesting, and just I think really focusing on how we're shifting and supporting each other.
Yes, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you here to
Thank you for
support our
having me.
leaders. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. And I'd love to hear what's happening with real estate right now.
Yeah, so it's definitely a really interesting time. We came out of a really hot market um, where prices were high, and we're still seeing a big demand for the houses that are on the market because there's just not very many. And so the buyers that are serious about buying are kind of running into how do I find the right house? What I do think is going to happen is all the people that were thinking about selling that are waiting to get through this shelter in place moment, we will see more houses come onto the market. We still, I wouldn't worry though, like it's not going to be a flood of inventory and crash the market. It's just going to kind of normalize. um, I'm sure a lot of people, what we're kind of seeing is how are we doing everything online, right? So how do we shift from one-on-one meetings to one-on-one Zoom calls? How do we do a buyer consultation or a seller consultation all virtually? Um, we are now, I just listed a house in Carlsbad, and we did a Matterport walkthrough, which is so cool. It's like a dollhouse, and you literally can put your clicker or your mouse on where you want to go through the house, and it gives you a really amazing sense of the house and do you like it. And then I'm doing live open houses, live virtual walkthroughs, live Zoom walkthroughs. And then what we're kind of doing is using those tools to send to our potential buyers and saying, okay, this is the house. Are you really interested in seeing it? So for my home sellers, it's great because the people who are coming are serious. They're ready to buy a house versus having a lot of the looky-loos that we had to deal with in the past. So it's just really gotten very cutting edge. And I have an HD camera now. We're doing virtual goggles and all kinds of things, right? Like, and it's really cool and challenging if you're not super tech savvy. So I'm learning a ton. But there's a lot of tools out there for home buyers and sellers still to be able to purchase, or if they're thinking about, what's going to happen in the future, starting that process, right? Like
Right.
this, Zoom calls are amazing.
Yes, it's a wonderful tool to have for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, blessing.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So you're doing the virtual tours now.
yeah.
And then when it comes time, if someone says, I really love this house, I want
Yes.
this house,
I
what?
think it's still really important that some people are buying the house without seeing it.
Mm,
I personally, because I am holistic and I like to see your reaction to the house and I want to feel your feelings, you can't really replace what it's going to feel like to walk through that house or walk in those doors. Buying a house is so emotional. You're going to make your life there, your memories there. This is your journey. So once you've gone through getting all of the walkthroughs, then we can schedule a time to go see it. It's actually very quiet because it can just be you and I, and really make sure that you get that full experience. Like, this is the house that I want to purchase, because yeah, again, it's so personal.
yes, yes, that
And
makes
sellers are really accommodating now. Now that we kind of where California Associations of Realtors has really made some great guidelines. So as long as we follow these guidelines, the home sellers are feeling very safe. The home buyers are feeling very safe to go in person and see this house.
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
did you want to talk at all about the mortgage, like what's
Yeah,
happening?
so I had a great conversation with the branch manager over at Summit Funding. He's my trusted lender, Dan Kaminsky, and he just fills me in every week on the mortgage market. So if people are thinking about purchasing a home over 710,000, it's getting a little more challenging because they're not government-backed loans, and we're having less people buy that in the mortgage securities. So anything over that price is getting a little more difficult. You have more qualifications, more reserves. There's less of those loans. People are a little nervous. Anything under that, that is a government-backed loan, like an FHA or a VA that Fannie and Freddie is still backing, the government is actually doing a stimulus package into the mortgage market to make sure we're not going to have a housing crisis and that it's still stable and we're still supporting purchasing those homes. So they're buying back the servicing and they're holding on to the notes versus they used to sell it off. So anything under the 710,000 mark, pretty good to go. The rates are staying low because the government has really infused some money into that. So that's a great market to be purchasing in. And it's not, you can purchase in the higher market, just be prepared for a little higher credit checks, maybe having a little bit more reserves, a little more loan to value ratios being changed a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're doing a really great job. I have to say, like, they are taking everything they learned in the housing crisis and really trying to make sure that that does not happen again.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, because we want to all come out of this. It's not, I don't know how you think, but I think it's still going to be a new normal, but we want to come out strong and take this lessons into how do we do business going forward.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to speak to, I know in housing and if people are considering buying or selling their houses and they're scared, have a conversation with a professional. Just ask questions. I really want to make myself available to people to um, educate them about what's going on, hopefully calm their fears, and then help them decide if now's a good time or not. And I think a lot of people feel like, oh, if I reach out to a realtor, I'm committing myself. And I just want people to know that they're absolutely not. Like, I'm here of service to be helpful to people and just quelch that anxiety and answer those questions because there's so much going on in life right now.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being available to
Yeah,
our
anytime.
community.
Yeah, I have time now. Just like all of us. Yeah, yeah.
And plus, it's nice to have a conversation with someone who can tell you this is what's going on and not, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know, I don't know, which is happening so much in the world right now.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm spending a lot of time educating myself daily on what's going on because it changes every day. Like even going to the grocery store changes every day.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Every day. Yeah.
And you also run Wine, Women, and Wellness.
I
So
do.
a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's my baby. So I started off in the wellness industry before I became a realtor, which I bring a lot of my same holistic beliefs into real estate and how I counsel buyers and sellers. And I wanted to create a platform for women to come together and authentically connect and bring in speakers and topics that would coach people, push people, challenge people, open people up, build friendships. So we normally host it on the third Thursday at Witch Creek Winery in Carlsbad. But we're not because of this. So we are going to host online on Thursday, and we're just going to gather together online Thursday. And normally how the platform is we come together, we connect, we network, and then we have some kind of speaker or coach in the wellness field. So not only do I want to connect with women and give them a platform for that, I really want to support wellness entrepreneurs who want a platform to speak to women and maybe find some new people for their tribe. So real win-win for everybody. And it's just gone really well. I've met some wonderful women and a lot of friendships have been formed and the coaches we've had have just been phenomenal.
Yes, it's a really fun event and
Yeah.
great speakers. So thank you
Yeah.
for doing that.
Yeah.
And also you give away wine, right?
Oh, yes. So we always have two giveaways. We usually have one of the women's businesses. I try to promote them, so they'll donate something. And then Witch Creek Winery, I always give away 2 bottles for that, and then generally I'll try to, if we're like, I'm doing a book of the month, like this month I'm doing Glennon Doyle's Untamed book,
Mhm.
and so that one is gonna be the giveaway to Thursday night. Just, little things that are fun. We do a game to get to know each other in the beginning, where you kind of have to go around and meet people and talk to people. So you get a little out of your comfort zone, but it opens up great conversations, and to just really try to make it as engaging as possible.
Great. That sounds
Yeah.
like it would be a good fit for most of our readers.
Yeah, I would love to see them. And yeah, so we'll hopefully get started again next month, but who knows?
Right, right.
Yeah.
So you'll have them online until things open up, and then
Yeah, so we have a Facebook group. It is private, so you can join the Facebook group. Anybody can join. I just want to keep it private so that the women are in there have an authentic space to share. You can promote your business in there. You can connect in there, and then I also will give you the link for the platform, the Facebook that we're gonna, or the Zoom. Sorry, we're gonna do it on Zoom. So I'll share the Zoom link with everybody, with you and your readers, about how they can log on.
great, great. And how can our readers get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you can go to my website, which is homebytristen.com, or realtortristen.com, and that's Tristen, and hit connect with me. You can follow me on Facebook. I either my personal page or Home by Tristen. Try to post a lot of helpful information and hopefully some inspiring information. And send me a personal message, or my phone number is there, and shoot me a text message.
Perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you, Kristen.
You're welcome, Virginia. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.